What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. What's up, Mr. Light? Tibor, Richard, Deja, Sparkies, hello, Indigo, Mr. Medelson. How are you? Good morning. What's up, Dan? Fields, Jarbings, Roshan. Yep, bring it in, guys, bring it in. Share this stream. Let's make sure the Telegram group also gets this message. Not sure why the thumbnail is different. So guys, F1 in Singapore, yeah, that's right. Not much of a F1 fan, but yeah, it's I'm not sure whether is it the last year for F1, but it's definitely going to be very crowded because there's as I mentioned yesterday, Arena Grande, you have Chainsmokers, you have Calvin Harris. The Telegram link is in the description, Rohit. So guys, yeah, we seem to be somewhat recovering. So let's look at the overall market cap. I did call 100 billion. We are now not out of the so-called bear market as of now, because we were at 178 billion at one point, and now we actually touched below 100 billion. I think yesterday during the stream, everyone can validate that I said 100 billion shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so let's just look at the overall market cap now. So as I mentioned, 100 billion is a psychological level. Why do I say this? Because prior to months before the July crash, we had a very strong consolidation at the 100 billion market cap. If you are able to see my screen. So avoid the toys that are running behind, by the way. So because it's still relatively early, my kids are not asleep yet. So as you can see, 100 billion, 95 to about 100 billion is where we're at. And being that we had a very crazy August. Okay, let's look at this. So we were at 100 billion, and then after that we accelerated to 178 billion. Now we're back to the 100 billion, 113 billion market cap. Now, could there be a possibility of a bear market? A bear trap? Yes, of course. That is always people taking profit at this level, right? Because we were at a BTC of below 2,000. Those who had followed my stream will clearly understand that I am. Wait, let me put on my headphones. So those who had followed my stream will know that I am quite bullish on the market as a whole. But however, technically we are in a bear market. So you're looking at picking up your BTC at below $3,000. This is I hope everyone listened to what I was saying yesterday, especially when I gave those very specific levels on the Fibonacci's yesterday. Buy Ethereum, buy LTC, buy BTC. That's all you needed to do. So those who were on the live stream yesterday, you already know you made money already. So as I highly suggested, getting in with fiat. We're here to just provide people with the value. We're not here to try to get anyone invested unnecessarily, because as I saw it, 3,000 was a very good buy-in level. I did give several other conservative levels as well. But yeah, today BTC has recovered. If we see if people are gonna cash out from where we are now, and then there's gonna be another bear market, then okay, fine. Still stick to the Q prices that were indicated in yesterday's stream. Okay, so that being said, LTC is not doing so well at the moment. It's below $50. But that actually gives me to believe that we should pick up more. because LTC is one of those coins that are going to recover quite not significantly, maybe set up to back to the $75 level. So picking up some LTC, and now it's a 50% gain if you see it back at the $75. Now, what is hindering the market? Firstly, how many exchanges? Did I not yesterday mention that there will be only a few exchanges that will be able to function and operate in China? I was correct. So now those are the largest exchanges. Those will have to comply with Chinese regulations and the Chinese government. Simple as that. Everything else, everyone else is leaving the country. So we are now having to move towards we need to be a little bit more strategic. Okay, so what I have discussed with a majority of the people in the Discord chat. So guys, if you're not already part of the Signals group, please email us. And if you're interested to be part of the Signals group, I think the strategies that are discussed in the Signals group will help you go a long way, especially if we're going to always have volatilities like this every other month. So the strategies that we discuss in the Signals chat will always help you to preserve capital and at the same time allow you to have a long-term mindset about your overall portfolio. And like I said, it's $100 a month. We have newsletters, reports, discussing trading strategies, investing strategies, and also we have 2 voice channel chats every week. Okay, this is literally mark-to-market stuff, guys. The value that is provided in the Discord Signals chat is second to none. Let me tell you that. I have been doing my competitive analysis with other groups. Man, you guys do not know what kind of value you are getting with the signals that we are. By the way, just so you know, I've caught a few Signals group actually sponging off the signals that we give, and also the information that we've been giving, other people have been giving. So just so you know who started it all, Crypto Grinders. Okay, so just to highlight, we have a team. So we have a security specialist. Okay, his name is Eric. He's not only strong in fundamentals and technicals, he's also someone who is actually very he's a professional in the cybersecurity space. I think we welcome him on board. At the same time, also we have 2 researchers, Orbiton together with Charles. They have been phenomenal in adding the value, and the reports that they have been dishing out and the research that they've been dishing out is really awesome. Now, of course, we have Andy and myself who will run the overall business in terms of the market analysis and portfolio management and technical analysis. So you have a full suite of professionals at your disposal for $100 a month. Now, this is something that we are launching, and we will continue to launch because I think overall people have benefited. Now, if you are looking at the current market situation now, yes, we can always tell you, come on live stream, tell you what to buy, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you don't have a strategy. Let's just put it this way. You don't have a strategy. You don't even know your own risk profile. You don't even know when to take profit accurately. You don't even know when to cut loss accurately. And also, what are the fundamentals in place? Because you can second guess yourself. At the end of the day, it's always good to be able to reference back, have a team that is able to negotiate with you. For example, if you tell me that a certain coin is worth the look, or you have done your research yourself, but you don't have anyone to discuss, that's where Crypto Grinders actually supplements your thinking, because you have more people to discuss. It's not just the Discord chat, by the way. You're discussing with people who have been in this ever since July. We have taken heavy hits during July, but at the same time, we also worked out of it in a very strategic manner. So just so you know. Okay, so now in this market scenario, let's just look at things in a very positive manner. Now you know that, and I also called it, that the exchanges are here to stay. However, not every exchange will be around. Okay, not every single exchange will be around. Will Korea implement the same thing? Wow, that would be really a nail to the coffin for us. Because if Korea implements the exact same thing, you're going to see the market cap drop to even lower than 75 billion. I really do not want that, but I'm just playing out the scenarios in my own head and what are the possible scenarios that could happen. Now, if you're thinking, oh my god, if we are gonna okay, there's a few things that I want to highlight. There was someone who mentioned, why don't we just cash out everything now and go into USD Tether? Now, by doing that, you're actually realizing losses. Okay, you are realizing losses. If you have a portfolio that was previously, okay, let's say you're having losses of 50% and you go and tether now, okay, you are now literally realizing your loss, and you're hoping that whatever you're gonna go into is gonna rise 50%. Okay, so that's the thinking. Why not be fundamentally sound from the very get-go, take the hit, and then after that allow the market with the sound fundamentals to create the catalyst to regain back help you regain back the price and also help you to profit. Because if you jump from one crypto to another without knowing what's because everything is down, guys. Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, all are down. So it's just a matter of, do you see, okay, let's say for example, if you tether all your alts, you go into Bitcoin. Will Bitcoin rise back up to 50%? If you believe so, okay, then that strategy works because it makes sense, right? You are cutting your 50% loss from all your alts to enter into Bitcoin because you're going to tether into USD tether, and then after that, you're going to use that USD tether to buy into Bitcoin and hope that Bitcoin appreciates up 50%. If you believe that that is the case, you are able to adopt that strategy. Not a problem. Now, another strategy that we've been discussing is that a lot of people have this issue of liquidity. Ryan, right now, should I sell off my BTC and enter some other alts? Then I'm like thinking, wait, am I not asking you to use cash? Because right now, if you have cheap BTC, cheap Ethereum, cheap Litecoin, why aren't you able to use fiat? So I realized that there are a lot of people do have liquidity issues, meaning that maybe their salary isn't in yet. Maybe it's at the end of the month. They want to use the existing altcoins or the existing BTC, Ethereum to go and buy the alts, which is highly not recommended, guys, because it's already so low. Why would you want to do that? What you should do is actually be using cash. So now going forward, this is for people in the live stream. I'm just being very honest with you, and I think that it's not just for the Discord, but also for you guys out there who are watching, who have been on the YouTube channel. Whenever you make profit from cryptocurrencies, so we based it on one criteria first, your risk profile. So if let's say for example you are someone who is aggressive, okay, if you're someone who is having an aggressive risk profile, which a lot of people are, okay, you want to take say up to 20% of the profits that you make off a trade and put it into fiat. Now that is considered like a rainy day fund. What is this rainy day fund for? So that during situations like this, you have a bunch of money that you can use to purchase. So you will never have this situation, hey, I don't have any more liquidity. It's quite sickening to hear, because it's a bit sad, but at the same time also I want to help you guys out, because when you are able to capitalize on the rainy day, you will know why this fund comes into play. So during this period, say for example, beginning of August, we had the run up, right? A lot of people were making money, 30-40%, 15%. All these profits, based on your risk category, you will know yourself, okay? Unless you want to do private consultation, then we can look into your own risk profile, because I have a score that I can set for you, and then I know, and I'll recommend, okay, this is your risk category, this is what you can do. So for example, if you are moderate risk, okay, so if you're moderate risk, you will hold up to 40%. That means whatever profits that you make, up to 40%, okay, up to, the keyword is up to, 40% will go to fiat. Now, should I use USD Tether? Should I use cash itself? Sure. If you're someone who is using, Kraken, you can hold US dollars. So you can do that. Or if you're someone who is maybe on Bittrex, you can use USD Tether. Either way is fine. So moderate will be up to 40%. Now, for people who are very conservative, you can actually take profit up to a maximum, or have your rainy day fund up to 60%. That means 60% is fiat, which is very, very high. But since you are of a conservative risk profile, that is what you can do. So if say you made, so again, I repeat myself, when you made 30 to 40% in terms of profit, up to 60% of that profit will go into fiat. I hope it's very clear. Okay, so this strategy will help you to have that rainy day fund. So just in case your salary is not in, wiring is an issue, because it takes, like today I spoke to a client, and he says that it took him 10 working days for his money to reach his Kraken. So it's a real issue. So sometimes it's not that you have a liquidity issue, it's a matter of the timeline. So that is something that you can consider as well. Okay. Okay, so hey Grind, time to buy BTC, right? Well, I gave a better level yesterday, so I'm gonna handle some questions at the moment. Do you have a Twitter account, Ryan? Yes, I do not. I do not have a Twitter account. Okay, Kelvin. How exactly do you take profit? That is a wow. That is a. It's like, okay, if you're in a trade, okay, if you're in a trade, and you see that you have to tell yourself, right, what's a good take profit level? Say, for example, from this trade, I'm looking at anywhere from 15 to 20%. 15 to 20%, then you have to ask yourself, why 15 to 20%? Because there has to be price action that allowed this cryptocurrency to reach that price. So are you having Coinergy? If you don't have Coinergy, please feel free to go and sign up for Coinergy. It's a free app. Learn to do some basic technical analysis, guys. I don't like to, you don't have to teach complicated stuff. Okay? Sometimes using so far I've been using Fibonacci levels, and those Fibonacci levels have held perfectly. Like if you look at the levels that I've given you guys over and over again ever since I started my YouTube channel, they have been very, very spot on. Now, are there catalysts that actually cause them to break the support level? Sure, of course. There's always catalysts that will always cause them to break below. But at the end of the day, if you have queued and you have ladder your buy-ins, you will actually be able to accumulate at various price points and not go all in at the very first price point. You can ladder your buy-ins. Yeah, correct. It's only free for 30 days. Yeah, exactly. It's worth, look, if you are not investing in tools, guys, okay, if you're not investing in tools, you're always going to be relying on someone else to make the decisions for you. Okay? But I mean, come on, man. If it's $15 a month, pay the $15 a month. Seriously. It's like you are working blind, man. If everything is free in this world, right? Honestly, I don't know how people can start businesses free. There's no such thing, man. When I started this channel, it was not free. Like, I had to pay for all the tools, all the equipment that I have now in order to give this kind of quality in terms of the stream now. I started out with a shitty laptop. Eventually, I progressed. And then after that, now I'm having dual monitors, a kick-ass camera, together with a kick-ass power system, with a kick-ass internet connection. All this costs money, man. The whole setup is like freaking, 10 grand? So I'm just saying, and this is excluding the tools. This is excluding the tools, guys. Okay, so try to understand one thing. If you're here to make serious money, don't expect things to be free. Okay? Right, so now we are looking at the fact that the current market cap now has to, okay, so now I'm not going to give you a forecast. I'm just going to let you know where the market cap is going to have to be headed first in order for us to be in the green light. First, we have to cross 125 billion. After it crosses 25 billion, it has to gradually, it will most likely trend sideways at the 125 to 150 billion mark. The moment we safely cross 150 billion, then we can safely say we're out of the bear market. So you must let the news play out first, because man, this month is going to be pretty bad. Okay, this month is going to be pretty bad. So two things: you're already invested, you can't do anything because all your positions are shit. Okay, so you just have to hold. You have to hold. Okay, so now when I say have to hold, I hope you did your homework, because I'm not here to speak for everyone. Because if you invested in Trigger Coin, like I told you not to invest in Trigger Coin, and yet you FOMO'd into Trigger Coin, a moment of silence for all those people who invested in Trigger Coin. Let's look at what happened to Trigger Coin. Okay, so you practically lost 50% of your value in 3 days. That is Trigger Coin for you. Now, will there be more bounce backs and bounce ups? Well, I don't really know, and I don't really care, because I think it's a nonsense coin to begin with. Okay, so let's look at some other stuff. Nathan, if you're currently trading $400, that's below the requirement, my friend. Okay, Signals Group, people join Signals Group for two things. A, they're here to learn. They're here to learn, meaning that they fall below the minimum of the 5,000 trading requirement. We have a requirement of 5,000 US dollars. Why? Because we don't want you to have like come in with very little capital, and then after that, when there's all these signals coming out, you can hardly participate in any of them. So the whole idea is either you come in to learn and absorb the content that is within the signals group, or you're here to literally, of course, you're also here to learn, but also because you fulfill the 5K criteria, you're able to participate, and you feel good because you're able to participate. I have allowed people who have less than 5K in, but those are very, very rare cases, because I have to ask them, look, are you here to, we don't promise returns. Please, we don't promise returns, we don't guarantee returns. There's no such thing in an investment. For whoever can guarantee returns, please go ahead. Feel free to go and join that signals chat or whatever, because I don't believe there's such a thing. Okay. I think Nathan is just asking a very legitimate question, you know, whether $400 is sufficient. I think that's his question, whether $100. Look, Nathan, just do a little bit of math. If $400 you want to make $100, that is 25%. Are you willing to put in $400 into a one? That means you only have $400 in terms of your trading account. You only have one chance. That means that one chance you have to enter into a particular trade and make 25%. And what happens if there's not? What happens, the one that you chose out of all the signals is the one that doesn't move? You get what I'm saying? So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. When you have more money, you have more choices. It's very simple. This is the way life works. Okay, so let's look at a few cryptocurrencies, and also what we can plan to do. Because now the BTC dominance, at least you know that the BTC dominance is still 48.9%. So it's good people are still holding into a Bitcoin, but a lot of US dollars. Okay, so why do you see that Bitcoin is now currently at 3,500? Is because a lot of US dollars also float out. A lot of fiat has flowed out, and the value of Bitcoin has dropped tremendously. But if you look on a whole, and when you look at your current portfolio, ask yourself, how many pieces of Bitcoin you have? I think Chris Black, he's by the way a part of our Signals channel as well. He knows what I'm talking about, because he mentioned, if you look at your portfolio, how many pieces of Bitcoins do you have now in comparison? Don't look at the US dollar value. Look at the Bitcoin. Now, usually, more often than not, your BTC should be still more or less not as bad, right? But if your US dollar value is taking a hit, it's okay. It's part of the process. You have to just accept it. You cannot win on both sides, guys. Okay, there's no such thing. Okay. All right. So now let's go to. Okay, so let's take a few questions. Ryan, if I get cheap BTC now, then BTC goes up 5% and alts go up 5% as well. Then for me, it's the same price, right? And the BTC goes up 5%, alts go up 5%. Okay, Rohit, you're buying BTC. Okay, you bought cheap BTC. BTC went up 5% and your alts go up 5%. Now, did you use your BTC to buy the alts, or what am I hearing? Because if you use your BTC to buy the alts, then you have to ask yourself, when you take profit from the alts, do you have more Bitcoin? That's the only thing. When you say it's up 5%, is it up 5% against BTC? Then yes, of course. It's like a ladder, right? But then again, you're seeing, but today, if you bought in at 3,000, BTC is now 3,500. That's literally close to 15% increase. So you should be actually benefiting more than you should be benefiting more just by hodling Bitcoin. Pavel, it's not that I don't talk about Made Safe. You see, okay, all these projects here all have a chance to be successful. But I only talk about stuff that I'm very familiar in. Made Safe coin is something that I rarely hear about from within my chat, from Telegram group. It's not as popular. That's why when I don't hear of wins about it, I don't dare to talk about it. I mean, how can you talk about something? Look, there's 866 currencies, 243 asset classes. I think we need to focus on what's important. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't focus on what's important, you only have that many bullets in your arsenal, right? You only have that. When I say bullets, I mean financial capital to enter in this market. Why don't I just give you the solid ones, and then if you make money on those, you want to get frisky on other coins, go ahead, right? That's the whole idea, isn't it? Decred. Yeah, do you think Neo will bounce back soon? Neo is okay. Sparky's just now I saw your question way earlier. So let's look at Neo. I think now, okay, let me check the Neo to guess. The life has been leaving Neo, okay? The life has been leaving Neo because the news is more around quantum at the moment. Okay, the news is solely around quantum at the moment. You notice why okay, so this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works, this Neo to gas thing. I kind of figure it out. The more people who are staking, okay, your dividend goes down. The less people that are staking, they want to reward people who are kind of like the early adopters who are willing to stabilize the network. They increase, the dividend starts to increase. There's like a whole network weight, and then your weight, and then it's adjusted by a certain component. So this is to reward. So you see, if you okay, so now here's the benefit. If you buy Neo now, you're getting a 7.6% per annum return. I think it's not bad. Personally, I really think it's not bad. Even when Neo was 5.7%, 5.6%, I said it's not bad, right? So think about it this way. When lesser, okay, now let me tell you the benefit. The benefit is you're helping the network to grow and create new blocks. So in a way, you're also getting more gas, right? You're getting more gas. You can purchase more Neo with that gas, but now it's 7.61% per annum. Now you're also helping and contributing to price stability of that particular cryptocurrency. Now I'm talking about Neo specifically. Since you guys want me to talk about Neo, these are my thoughts about Neo. So listen up. So if you are going to stabilize the coin, you're serving the purpose of course, helping the network create new blocks. Okay, you're also helping towards the transactions. Okay, validating the transactions. I'm not sure whether when you putting it on your offline wallet, does it do all that. So now, if you are getting 7.61% per annum, you're also creating stability for your own personal portfolio, right? So when you create stability for your own personal portfolio, you don't have to worry about always having to buy and sell, right? Buying and selling, I tell you folks, you think that you're like a kick-ass trader, but at the end of the day, not many people are going to end up with very profitable portfolio, because not many people are able to catch the trades all the time. Right? Swing trading once in a while is okay, but it's not easy to catch the momentum all the time. Okay? So now I'm looking for things that are just there. It's in your face, it's legit, it's solid, it's fundamentally sound. So now when you enter Neo and you have it as part of your portfolio, okay, 7.61%. I think it's not too bad. It's very high compared to a lot of putting your money in the bank account or whatever, and also there's a chance for capital appreciation. So this is the inverse correlation. It's an inverse relationship. So when the price of Neo goes up, your dividend comes down. Okay? So if you see this, you see the dividend now at 7.61. Am I right to say that the Neo price is going down? There you go. There you have it. You can't have it both ways. So, for example, ARK. I have no idea how come ARK is. Is 10%. Is that accurate? I'm not staking ARK. So they are saying that the dividend now is 10%. Dividend for ARK. I'm like thinking, how is that possible when the price of ARK is going up? How is it that the dividend is 10%? So someone please fill me in. I really do not know how is that even justifiable, because if it's anything, the price should actually come down. The price can go up because of speculation, people acquiring ARK, but the dividend for ARK should be going down, or at least you should be like getting less ARK, because as more hashing power is allocated to the network, the difficulty level should go up. if the hashing, so I repeat, if the more hashing power is being dedicated to the network via staking, then I would assume that the difficulty of the network should go up. The reward will be so-called the same, but it will be split amongst more holders or people who are staking, the stakers, right? This is how I think. And also, the dividend shouldn't be increasing. That's just what I'm thinking. It should actually be going down, because you're enjoying price appreciation. How can you enjoy yield appreciation as well? It doesn't even make sense to me. Okay, so MadeSafe is so the Jarbings, MadeSafe is a great project. They are just moving really slow, long-term hodl. Yeah, okay, I understand what MadeSafe does. I've heard of MadeSafe, but it's just that, like I said, if the project is, it will take some time, then you're gonna be having to hodl that coin through a very long period of time. Chris, I swing trade with 5% on my portfolio only. I use this to occupy myself instead of making stupid decisions. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I understand I understand why people even do swing trading, because when they do swing trading, it's just fun. It's like, okay, men in general love to take risks. Okay, men in general love to take risks. So there will always be this little portion in your portfolio that you just want to gamble, but there are some people who are worse than that, right? They will just use up as much as possible, trying to hit it big, and in the end you always lose big. Okay, Ryan, I missed the dip. I have to buy BTC. Do you expect it to drop a bit? Okay, Enver, you know what, Enver? Yesterday was perfect. Okay, but I'm not gonna be someone that always talks about yesterday. Let's talk about today. Today we have a 3,500, 3,600 BTC. Now, since you need BTC, you have to ask yourself, what do you need the BTC for? Am I using BTC to buy altcoins? Then by all means, you just have to buy it today and enter that altcoin. Okay? I think Enver, I answered your question. Now, if you're buying BTC to hodl, what's so bad about this level? Right? And if you are able to, okay, so Enver, let me give you an imaginary amount. Let's say you have $1,000 that you want to buy Bitcoin with. Don't buy it with everything. Use my ladder strategy. Ladder your orders in. So say now you have to buy some Bitcoin. Let's say we spend $250 to buy a bunch of Bitcoins now. The next $250 will be at a lower rate, say anywhere from 10 to 15% lower. Okay, for Bitcoin, I think we don't have to have such a big gap. 10%. So for example, 3,005, 10% of that, 10% of that, and then you ladder in until you fulfill your $1,000 US. I hope I make myself very clear. That's called laddering your buy-ins. Thank you so much, Hack1234. I love streaming for you guys as well, but I just hope that people learn from these streams. Can you tell about Quantum and the POS? Okay, it's going to be a period of swapping. Okay, I think some people are saying that the execution was done a little bit poorly. Like, why is it that there wasn't any why wasn't the POS immediate? Like, for example, why wasn't it when the mainnet came out, then everyone can start swapping? I think it's a migration process, and they want to gradually have the coins in and see how the network functions, because when you're on a testnet, it's very different from a mainnet. So I think the guys at Quantum know what they're doing. Of course, because of that, the price has been punished a little. But overall, when I see the articles that are coming out with regards to Quantum's project, I'm very, very excited. Like, I'm really very excited. Rather to pay through the nose with transaction fees than taking a huge dip from one buy-in price. Wouldn't you agree, Meals Beast? Utrust ICO, I don't know anything about Utrust ICO. I can give you Decred levels if you want. important candle formations. I think it's more of cup and handle, double bottom, head and shoulders, rising flags, the usual stuff, man. Really, the usual stuff that you can find online. It's okay. Technical analysis, right? It's like you going to school. You go into school, you're always practicing, you're seeing this. Okay, every time you see the same formation, right? Or until you, okay, so you identify, say, oh, okay, this is a rising flag. You decide whether or not you want to do a breakout play or not. That's the decision making is up to you. You just need to know what you want to do. Like for example, you see a head and shoulders. Oh crap, a head and shoulders means that it's going to go down. I shouldn't be buying. That's all. It's like it's very straightforward. So if you notice that you notice a certain pattern, and you see that pattern, it's like, oh, okay, this is a descending wedge. Descending wedge, there's possibility of either a breakout towards the upside or downside. So it's a 50-50 at the end of the day if you think about it. Everything is a 50-50, man. It's just looking at a few indicators. For example, let's look at the OBV. How's the volume like? It forms that pattern. But is the volume there? The volume is to let people is interest, right? The volume is there for interest. If there's no interest, there's no volume, right? So this is how I usually see the OBV. Now, moving averages is basically the price. So for example, your EMA, right? If you see certain crosses happen, then there is a potential of a small breakout to a large breakout depending on the volume. So you can see that you're using multiple indicators. Answering the ICO queries. Oh, okay. Thanks so much, Chris. Okay. Chart SNT. Okay, that's status. Is that correct? SNT is on Bittrex. SNT is SNT. SNT, man. You know, I was very close to buying SNT. Looking not so good, man. This is a downhill and it's still continuing to trend down, man. What did they do wrong, man? Tell me, what did they do wrong? Wow. A moment of silence for the 2,843 buyers and above. Okay. Yep. Sorry to say this, but status is still bleeding, man. It's still there's still a lot of downside and there's practically no volume in this. Okay, let's look at the OBV. Okay, just for you, let's look at the OBV. Okay, OBV is bad, right? Volume leaving the it was previously quite consolidated. After that, boom, right? So it's leaving. Ryan, ETC. Come, let's look at ETC. What is happening on the ETC forefront? Let's see what these buggers are up to, man. Now, the only thing that can really save ETC is Barry Silbert. Barry Silbert is like their #1 marketer. Because Barry Silbert is the Wall Street guy. With Wall Street means influence, right? Charles Hoskinson is not a salesman, you know. He's someone who is focusing on the technology with the team. It's going to take some time. Okay, so of course, when we look at the tweet, we see, okay, but this, guys, the post is August the 11th. Oh, okay, so now we have something. Introducing the Ethereum Classic Cooperative. More details. Okay, so people are going to start to get excited already. Accelerating the growth. So guys, why not? Why not? Let's pick up some ETC. Okay, the Ethereum Classic Cooperative. It looks like, okay, it looks like the EEA. Okay, the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. So let's very quickly look at some ETC. Okay, now those who have BTCs, okay, those who are looking at buying ETC, the reason why you're buying ETC, A, you have very little of it or none at all, or B, you want to use some of your BTC to purchase this altcoin. Now, if you are intending to hold BTC, I would rather you just accumulate and not touch any altcoin, but just look at just hodling ETC. Hodling BTC. Okay, now from a volume perspective, it seems to be somewhat, it's somewhat stabilized already. Okay, now 0.31. Give me a second. Stochastic RSI. Okay, so stochastic RSI on the 4 hour is oversold. 1 hour is kind of recovering. 1 day is definitely getting smashed. Sorry, what am I doing? Sorry. 1 day is still oversold. Okay, so what should we do? What should we do? Okay, this last candle, this 1 day last candle means that there's still uncertainty in the market. Okay, this last candle here, oh crap, sorry. Let me try to can you see this last candle, guys? Okay, this last candle means that literally it is the bears and the bulls are still fighting and not even sure where to go. All right, so just take note. You want to make sure that you are don't over leverage. Like I said, don't over leverage. But you know what? The current price, why not buy a little bit? Because if, let's say for example, this news is exciting, at least you have a portion invested in ETC to benefit from the uptrend. Because when you see etccooperative.com, it's usually a collaboration of things. So when there's collaborations, this is the best bet. It's the same thing as the Quantum Enterprise Alliance. Same thing, man. When Quantum releases their collaborations that they have done with the Chinese companies, it's the same thing. Oh, did I say hello? There's a lag on the stream. Is everything okay? Yes, correct. So the last candle means that uncertainty. Yes, correct. It's sadly is lagging. Oh my goodness, why is that so? Give me a second, guys. Let the stream stabilize a little bit. The stream health seems okay, guys. On my side, the stream health is okay. Usually, if I get a very poor stream health, it will. Okay, it's okay now. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. Any thoughts on Ubik? Okay, Jesse. Ubik is a very small smart contract platform, right? Okay, so I'd rather you stick to the power players. Okay, I'd rather you stick to the power players because you want to be part of the teams that are able to literally keep spending time and effort growing the platform. I'm not saying that Ubik cannot do it, but because maybe in terms of okay, let's try to understand one thing. Most ICO projects, okay, all the developers are having an idea, coming together, all right? They may not be full-time. I'll be very honest with you. They may not be full-time and they should not be full-time because ICO is a very good way of helping their ideas become fulfilled. If they come up with a white paper and it kind of solves the problem and people like the idea, okay, the ICO starts getting a very good response. But then again, how much time are they able to dedicate is a very different story because they are working. They're working with their pre-existing company. They're still working on whatever projects, and then at the same time, they are having to work on this. So you want a team that is full-time into the project. That means they are literally full-time working on the project. That's where you see the project. So Ubik doesn't give me that feel. Unless you can tell me that a lot of them are full-time. How big is the team? Okay, let's look at Ubik then. Okay, fine. Let's look at Ubik. I wanna go through the thought process of how I pick stuff as well. So let's go to Ubik. Okay, let's go to Ubik and then let's see. Let's look at the team. So there are only 4 people, guys. Okay, you have like what, 2 developers, and I'm sure they have a lot of part-time developers as well, and then 1 community manager. This is obviously for social media, and then so what, there's 3 developers. Okay, so I assume that when you look at stuff, okay, well, experience in the blockchain, you see, everyone will have okay, so working with notable projects like Bittrex, over 100 coin reviews, code and coin reviews. Julian has provided several key principles. Okay, so you have the wallet. Is the wallet up and running? Is it a POS? Does it do anything? It's most likely the internet connection, man, because on my side it seems fine. Okay, 10x. 10x. Let's get one thing at a time, man. So okay, with Ubiq, let's just see what are they able to do right now. Okay, so there seems to be some reunion. Okay, so let's look at how many look at how many exchanges is Ubiq on. So then we look at the market. Guys, a lot of these projects may or may not be around, okay? See, at the moment now, look. Ubiq has 765,000 in terms of volume. The next one that is contributing to Ubiq is Cryptopia, which is 3,064. Okay, so this is the... Yeah, you're only having all the volume only coming from one... It's only all coming in from one place. Okay, can you explain why some alts shoot to the moon during BTC bleed? Okay, I think they have a consolidated effort in terms of investors propping up the price and creating that illusion that it's going to be doing well. But I tell you, the moment the show is over, they have to cash out, and then after that everything starts dying. It's the same. Okay, it's always the same. It doesn't matter what it is. I think there is a crypto that is okay. ARK, right? ARK is kind of doing pretty well. I'm not saying ARK is experiencing a pump during this period. A very good pump. Okay, it's a very good pump. Ubiq didn't do ICO. Team bought on exchange. Thank you, Pavel. Yes. We are here to provide the best strategies and everyone can benefit, because no point I see people, whenever people think buy means buy with everything I have at that price, or let's say there are 3 prices, I'm going to go all in into one price. It's not like that. Any opinion on Metal? Metal is one of those projects that has it's one of our recommended lists, MTL, because of the strong financial backers and also the team behind Metal. Yeah, Cloak is definitely one of, because okay, privacy coins, right, ultimately are all copying each other in terms of the code. The only one privacy coin that I feel that has the best and the strongest team is Monero. Monero, guys, you're just taking the code, copying, making it your own, having a branding. I think branding is very important. Okay, 10x. Yeah. Okay. I actually don't want to just talk about 10x. I want to talk about the whole industry. Okay. What am I looking out for in a card? This card, I don't care about the branding, guys. I want to talk about the functionality. How much fees am I being charged? Since it's decentralized, I hope to have a decentralized broker where my where my BTC that I put with 10x will be converted at a very fair rate with a very small spread. I can use my 10x card to pay for stuff, of course interchangeably, but my fees must always be very minimal and very close. So this 10x has to work on, because this is due to the market maker or the brokerage that they're using. I don't care about anything else. You can talk about 10x, you can talk about Moneta or whatever. I don't care. As long as the spread is favorable, we are all good. Metal versus 10x, the projects are different. Look into Singular DTV. Yeah, okay. I think social media platforms are going to be very fun. You know, we've been having a lot of... Okay, guys. Eventually, at some point, I think YouTube is going to demonetize whatever we do, because it's just the way it is, you know. It's not... As you can see, I don't even bother to even turn on advertising. I don't. So that's why, guys, if you want to continuously see videos from me and from my team, support the Signals group, man. Support the Signals group. The email is in the links to the description below. Okay, if you want to learn more, you want to see more content, Signals group, guys. It's all there. No, I haven't done LTC actually. Let's look at LTC. Okay. Man. Did I give... Okay, does anyone remember what level did I give? I gave a very low ball. I gave a very low ball level yesterday, didn't I? Yes, I still remember, which is exactly where it is right now. 0.0138. I did give this level. I gave a very low ball level yesterday. Guys, you gotta help me out, man, because when I give the levels, right, I know that my levels are quite accurate. So you have to write it down, or someone must have written it down. Anyone? 0.0126. Yeah, okay, there was this dude who commented on my YouTube channel saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, man, I know Liz is a blockchain application solutions provider. I know what they do. It's just that at the end of the day, I don't have to follow every single cryptocurrency and have a calendar of all the cryptocurrencies. I mean, look, if you want me to research your coin or mention your coin, feel free to email me for consultation. Feel free to email me for a review. Every coin research takes time, man. It's not gonna be free. Time is money, man. Okay, there you go, Melissa. Thank you so much for the verification. So for those who actually bought around that price, all good, all good. XRP, wow. XRP, wow. XRP. Lag, big lag. Okay, guys. Okay. Is it still lagging? Is it still lagging, people? Stream buffering, lag, bro. Okay. Is it still shit? Is the lag still shit? Okay, Ripple is all quiet on the forefront. I'm not on Wi-Fi, man. I'm on Ethernet. I'm on Ethernet, guys.
Daddy.
Yes.
You know, just now you show me go inside the NTUC, then the boy push the door, but depends. But it's supposed to have a glass.
Okay.
Then I don't have a glass. Then he go inside. Then he want to go outside. He push. Then he fall out outside.
Oh.
Because
okay.
I have the glass.
Did you help him out?
No, it's just a video.
Oh, it's a video. Okay, okay. Okay.
It's like IE7
Okay. I don't know. It's not. No one is using the internet, guys. I think it's just basically the whole network is just very very bad on a Friday as usual. Okay. Are you all okay? Stellar Lumens. Lumens. XLM, right? XLM. Any opinions? Bro, let me give you an opinion. XRP and Lumens are doing the exact same thing. The reason why you're even planning to buy XRP and Lumens is because you're using it as a form of as a hedge. You're using it as a hedge, but I think it's a very bad hedge. Last time I used to think that it would be a good hedge, but now it's really quite bad. Okay, so I would prefer that you just stick to USD Tether if you really need to hedge. Now, if you're asking a question of whether you have a chance of getting out of Lumens or Ripple, sorry to say this, but the future doesn't look very bright. Yeah. So okay, I don't think, Chris, I don't think I can drop the resolution. I have to change all my settings, man. Because if I change it now, then I have to stop the stream. But yeah, probably next time I'll have to stream on 720 by 30 FPS. Okay, guys. I think more or less we are okay. You know, we are okay. We are good, you know. Thank you so much, Samantha. Yeah. She's my little darling. Don't buy XRP. Go read the R3. Seems fine now though. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. I hope that you all picked up whatever you all need to pick up. Pick up the good stuff, please. Try not to get too frisky during this period. This period, just build the good stuff, okay? I know it seems very difficult when... Okay, I understand whenever you see another cryptocurrency doing very well, you want to put $100, $200. Please refrain from that. I'm starting to understand how people think. So the main bulk, I think those who follow me understand that, okay, Ryan wants you all to invest bigger into the solid cryptos. Yes, that's what I want. Because when your amounts are very, very small, I'm not saying that your amounts are very small. There's nothing wrong with buying in small, but I'm just saying that you want to be able to have the confidence to invest more into a particular cryptocurrency. Now, once you start investing a little bit more into the solid cryptocurrencies, you are able to build that portfolio and see your portfolio amount grow. You want to see your portfolio amount grow. You don't want to be like putting in $100 and then that fella went up 50%. Yay, great. Sure. $100 become $150. It's only $50. It's not going to change the world, guys. Okay? The pullback is over. No, I did not say that. What I said is that the 100 billion market cap has to be well supported. That means, please read the title. Will 100 billion hold? Because 100 billion before July was a very good support level. So we want to see more of that. If it holds and it trends sideways, it's good. Well, Lake Gypsy, you might have to watch the whole stream again. Okay, my dear friends, just nice on the mark. 60 minutes. Love you guys. Signals group is open for registration. Please feel free to email us at admin@cryptogrinders.com if you're interested to be part of the Signals group. I want more people to start learning to invest smart. I want people to start being an authority in the space. When we teach you good stuff, you are able to teach your friends and family good stuff as well. That's the whole idea, man. Don't get rattled by the markets easily, because that's what basically the whales are just playing a game with you. The harder they rattle it, you're emotionally stressed, you sell, they take your tokens, you will never find any kind of financial success at all. Okay, this may sound this may sound very direct, but I really cannot emphasize how important it is to be emotionally stable in this cryptocurrency market. I tell you, no other market functions this way. Okay, we are talking about zero. We're talking about zero margin here. Zero. You're just using whatever money that you have to buy a particular cryptocurrency, and you see such huge volatilities. Can you imagine going forward when they are going to allow 10 times margin, 25 times margin, 50 times margin? Okay, this is what's happening, guys. And this is when people who don't know any better start losing big time. And 90% of the members who join these kind of platforms, which is fine, by the way, because this is the way they hook you. Okay, for example, eToro. This is the way it works, guys. It's the way it works. Any forex platform functions that way because they know 90% of the time people lose. So you can bet against this. Okay, you can bet against this by being smart. Be conservative. Use as little margin to no margin at all. Right? This is the way it works. Try to understand, guys. People are here to make money off the lack of knowledge. When people lack knowledge, they have to pay to attain knowledge through experience or just pay to learn. So just pay to learn. That's what we're all here for, right? Okay, so guys, take care, God bless, and yep, enjoy your weekend.